mess. Uh, my mess. uh, One thing about pot, a lot of good things about it, a lot of things you probably ain't. But if you cough after smoking a cigarette or a cigar, it is awful. I've done it accidentally. When you cough after smoking really cool, really good pot, I mean the sweet stuff, it still tastes sweet. Raunchy sweet, but I mean, it's not as raunchy as coughing after a cigar or a cigarette. That is incredibly awful. That's why it takes getting used to enjoy cigars or cigarettes. First time I smoked good pot, it's like smoking a flower, man. You might cough your head off afterward, but it still tasted good. I'm not promoting it in the context of if you don't get nothing out of it. It's not addictive. This is good. A lot of the things they are pushing in the pharmaceuticals, they are addictive. There's withdrawal. There ain't no withdrawal when you don't smoke pot. You just wish you had some. In my case, keep me sane. Keep all the demons out there trying to keep me down. Smoke pot, fuck you, man. I got better things to think about than you. But not everybody gets it that way. Pot does what it does. I seen a post from Ashley, former co-worker, first time in a while. We were never so close as to make it worth going to the store to visit. But you know, it was still a good time. I mean, you know, so I was like, good to see you, man. I'm settled where I'm at. But you know, definitely always good to see you. You know, I can't give it all to living good because it wasn't this way before I got there. But it can't all be me either. You know, I think it's a catalyst. Um, some days it's really skunky, but there are days that didn't happen when I first got there. Days nowadays, I know they're doing the 50% off thing. The functionality of the store, without being mean, nobody's mean to nobody. Nobody's like, do this or else. We need to do this. And we do it. That's more functional. Gary Booze he was when I first got there. He's a dickhead. He's trying to be a nice guy now. People live and learn, so you know. He's still got the authority, you know, and he can exercise it. Be nice about it. actually made $50 today. I worked 5 hours. Yeah, I worked 5 hours, 5.5 hours, and I made $51. Even though the way it's supposed to be is everything goes up, including your pay. That doesn't happen. Everything goes up but your pay. So for me, the $10 an hour tip over the period of time you worked has been the same for 8 years. And I don't think it's going to go up. It usually went down. That's always the goal. So I've had some really bad days, a lot worse than I ever had in West Lawn. But things are definitely showing improvements. I was just looking at the tree. I ain't never chopping that maple down. I don't know what the thing in front of the house is. It doesn't provide near as much comforting shade, and it's too damn close to the power line. Something else could knock out the power, but I'd rather not have it be the tree on my property. Whenever I get the big fireplace outside on back built, that's going to be a long time too. That's on the chalkboard. I think the utility company is offering to take down trees that are risky to the hole for free. They got to do it if they fall over too, before they fall over. So among the many things on my things that either I want to do or got to do. Certain things in life when you're an adult, if you don't do it, what are you doing? We're going to charge you because you didn't do what you were asked to do. It wasn't hard, just do something. Scratch and signature and yeah. So taxes are coming up, gotta file those. I owe them, according to them, $500 because my good job bit the dust and so did all the debt that I was basically coached into having, actually. That's how it was taught. That's how it was done. This is normal. Shouldn't have been, but it was. Can't change the past. So, I'm expecting I'll file my taxes and I'll get like $150 back. And then it'll be revised. No, actually, you owe us $350 yet. Okay. I hope I get that much next year because I don't have a lot of money. I know I talk about all the things that I want to do and got to get done, but yeah, $500. Everybody seems to want $500. Seems like that's a number we all should have around that they can have. Yeah. Well, when you look at the numbers, I have a situation that isn't normal. So when you look at the numbers, with what I make and what everybody else, 99 point blank percent, actually they say 1%, we'll say 97% don't have what I have. So and how could they? Because I'm a pizza driver, so literally I don't make much. Daddy's been able to help me and her through the system of time, because nobody could plan this. This just, all the pieces had to happen at the right time, period. And only Daddy can do that. And you just have to be prepared. And it starts from day one, not really, but sort of. I've been talking to Daddy since I could talk, even before that. So, I don't know. They do try and teach you. Sometimes I wonder what they're teaching. They do teach enough that we're here. We can do this. So the light side's doing a lot of good stuff, and dark side is doing what they do too. The hybrid is us as a society, and as a planet, and the universe. I got Diane's car running. It's cold out here. That isn't even smoking. So yeah, there is some chill in here. I like to, I never stay the same. Eventually this body's going to be part of the earth again. I just really, I believe it, going home. How could I, how could I do what I do? And I've been thinking this since I was a kid. If there wasn't something bigger than me helping inside. Yeah, well, I kind of like my own image as it stands. I liked me when I was young, too. When I was real young, I wasn't too pretty. But when I was 16 to 25, as a male, I thought, well, I always knew I was good looking. I never made much of it because that's not my thing. I guess, whatever. I'm grateful for what Daddy made me. That was darkness. I gotta go get warm, and I'm not ready to go in yet. When I go in, it's time to eat and watch TV and crash. He's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Doctor's appointment tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, that just would suck. She pretty much deals with whatever comes along. I pretty much do too. Oh, the warmth! I love the warmth. She's got to get a needle in her eye and to keep it from deteriorating as it was. I'm never big for that kind of stuff. All the big bulbs out of the mouse's area and into the 3 barrels that I have trees in. I know the mouse can't get there, so that's a plus. I might have to get more because I don't have a lot of space, and I don't need nature's critters finding my gold. For them, it is gold. It's like finding the leprechaun's pot of gold, and he can't stop me. I'll just take until it's gone, and then I'll go somewhere else. I don't think I'm done with it, but I got the ones that I can find easy. I put so many bulbs in there. I couldn't find the small bulbs. Her car's only got 55,222 miles on it. It's pretty amazing, but we only use it when we absolutely have to. Then it runs for a while. Why is it doing that? She just had a tune-up. Yeah. I probably gotta trim my beard shortly. You gotta look a certain way if you're gonna work in service. Yeah, I don't got no tattoos, I tell you, but I do like my hair. No, I don't have nothing against tattoos. I just don't want them personally. If I ever got a tattoo, it would have to be a never-ending movie. You can't really do that with tattoos, so I do it this way. Shower, I guess. Typically when you itch, not everybody ever feels this, but some of us, in the old days, nobody took a shower every day. That's a modern privilege. When you itch and then it hurts, either you got a pimple or you need a shower. Typically I would go by how skunky my hair looks, but probably no. Stings. Yeah, I don't use razors either. They take off your top layer of skin and aging you faster than you need to. I'm already aging fast enough, thank you. Yeah, you gotta have a really big ego to think anybody cares. I might think this is quite boring. Listen to somebody talk. Yet there's some people who get paid an awful lot to do it. I guess it's... But I dig what I do. It's how many other people dig what I do that makes the difference. Sharon Ghostin, Susan Ghostin, okay. Sharon's always in my head. You know, I watched one of those Jerry Springer shows, which means it's supposed to be have a shock effect. Baggage, yeah. Before you date somebody, know a little bit about them and what's their worst. Good to know. Yesterday they had a really attractive, this is good, that's what females are supposed to do. It doesn't always have to be physical, but it is what it is. So a really attractive continental Indian, the continent of India, and she's got a lot of things going on. She's really smart, she's really attractive, and she's really young. And her biggest piece of baggage was, I don't believe in love. My culture doesn't. We make babies because that's what we're supposed to do, and we tolerate each other as best as possible. Not in so many words. I do know India though. That's why our parents picked for us, so we can tolerate each other better. Yeah, love long term is tough. It's really hard to come by. Lust, that's do you attract me, do I attract you? Let's make babies. And then you have to have the rule of law that says if you do make babies, you have to take care of them. India is very good at that. Most of nature has been, but a lot of it isn't. I guess the question of most is what part of the mountain are you looking from, right? But nature is, we are part of it. It's a big jump from one cell to a couple trillion cells. Oh, and that's another thing that person said on baggage. I can't deal with the idea that you never stop loving somebody you don't got. Well, yeah, I guess that cancels me out of most of them, right?